In the headlines tonight, Governor Soludo inaugurates Farm to Feed campaign in Awka. Anambra State government approves new procedures for mining activities. Federal government issues travel alert to Nigerians over UK violence. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe. The Anambra State government has flagged off a major sustenance farming campaign against hunger and dearth of food. Governor Chukwuma Soludo performed the inauguration of the initiative tagged Farm to Feed campaign at a farm in Amanti, Awka North local government area. Government House correspondent Ejike Abana filed in this report.
Soludo, though the government has a lot to do, the citizens have much more to do by turning farming and agriculture into the new national pride. Governor Soludo enumerated some roles expected from the government to include introduction of policies and incentives, provision of cheap capital, cheap financing, improved seedlings, rural infrastructure, improved supply chain to the urban centers, security, irrigation schemes, among others, describing the Farm to Feed campaign as a simple partnership deal between government and the people to end hunger in the next 12 months, while stressing that his administration will partner with organizations including churches, local government areas chairmen, among other stakeholders, to work out schemes, celebrate farm champions. The governor encouraged everyone to go into agriculture, adding that while it is good to complain, it is also better to do something. He assured that his government will continue to do more to bring out agricultural policies and initiatives that will benefit the people on a sustainable basis.
If you can't feed the nation, at least feed yourself or even your family for just one day by what you can produce. Let us turn every vacant piece of land into a farm. Even if it is 5 square meters, just a little bit of where I'm standing here now. Put something there. I will say to you, here in Anambra, we will continue to do more. We are pressured to do more because we haven't succeeded until the hunger in the land is brought down to the barest minimum and every resident of Anambra can find something reasonable to eat at affordable prices. But we can do that if all of us get involved.
Earlier, the Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Foster Ihejiofo, applauded the governor for thinking through the current hardship in the country, saying that the program will bring comfort to the people if they embrace it.
And Nigerians, Anambra is blessed with a governor whose mind is ever viral and working, that is progressive, something that will make a difference, that will bring comfort in this time of hardship and crisis.
Testimonies of success stories from farmers, including Secretary to the State Government, Professor Solochukwu Lobelu, Anambra Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwebwe, Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chomude, among others, described agriculture as a solution to hunger and poverty. The Deputy Governor of the state, Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim, and wife of the governor, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, accompanied the governor to the event, which featured a symbolic planting exercise by the governor.
To enable mining activities to recommence at different sites in Anambra State, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has approved new regulations, registration and certification procedures before prospective miners can resume operations. This is contained in the press release signed by the Commissioner for Information, Sir Paul Mosu. The procedures according to the release include registration and documentation to be carried out at the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Resources with verification of documents by the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Resources and Anambra State Solid Minerals Development Company and Ministry of Environment, while screening will be done by the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Resources, Anambra State Solid Minerals Development Company, Ministry of Environment and Ministry of Justice. It also added that the confirmation will be done by Anambra State Mining Reformers Committee, with approval to be given by the Governor of Anambra State, and clearance to operate will then be issued by the Anambra State Mining Reforms. The release warned that except these procedures are complied with, no miner will be allowed to operate in Anambra State. In a bid to ensure that all building regulations and standards are kept, the Awka Capital Territory Development Authority, ACTA, hereby directs that henceforth all buildings, residential and commercial, exceeding 2 floors in Awka must be backed up by a soil, material and structural integrity test report, that there must be raft foundation for all buildings above 2 floors in Ifite and Agwaka layout. It noted that all proposed building development from 2 floors upwards in Awka Capital Territory will no longer receive approval except backed by a soil, material and structural integrity test report as directed by the agency. The directive maintained that all the ongoing building projects in Awka Capital Territory found to have had any structural default during site and stage inspection must be subjected to a non-destructive test by the Anambra State Material Testing Laboratory Agency. According to the agency, having discovered that some developers sometimes deviate from the building approvals issued to them and undertake wishful project constructions, ACTA hereby issued a directive that all buildings under construction in Awka Capital Territory must resubmit their project development approvals for revalidation and recertification, as well as for current stage inspection. The Awka Capital Territory Development Authority at the same time directs that all building projects in the area must be undertaken and executed by professional structural engineers who must be certified and confirmed by COREN. The agency revealed that the commencement of submission of building project permit approvals for revalidation and recertifications begin on Tuesday, August 15th till 15th October 2024 at ACTA Head Office, Block A, Millennium Plaza, opposite Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Enugu Onitsha Expressway, Awka, Anambra State. For further inquiries, you are to call Emmanuel Atuanya on 0703 965 0429, Charles Ekunife on 0813 223 6111, or Uche Mbaebie on 0803 417 4310. The member representing Anambra West constituency in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Patrick Obalum Udoba, says that the Farm to Feed agricultural campaign launched by Governor Chukwuma Soludo yesterday will bring about food security and sufficiency in the state. Speaking to newsmen in Awka, Honorable Udoba noted that the agricultural revolution of the present administration in the state will help Ndi Anambra to survive the current food crisis in Nigeria. The lawmaker, who is the Deputy Chief Whip of the House, explained that the Farm to Feed campaign by Governor Chukwuma Soludo has opened the door that will guarantee food sustenance and sufficiency in Anambra, as well as enhance the living standard of the citizenry. Honorable Udoba pointed out that Anambra West is an agrarian constituency that boasts of fertile land and called on its people to use the Farm to Feed program to double their food produce for economically viable Anambra West and the state in general. He called on the youth of the area to key into governor's youth-friendly policies and programs to become self-reliant and employers of labor, as well as domesticate the Farm to Feed program of the Anambra State government in Anambra West. The Chief Medical Director of Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, Nnewi, Professor Joseph Uwaja, says the federal government's strategic direction and support were instrumental to fostering the smooth transition of the hospital to its permanent site. Speaking while addressing newsmen during a press briefing at the permanent site, Professor Uwaja explained that the milestone was fast-tracked by the vision of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the coordinating Minister for Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohamed Ali Pate. Correspondent Odinaka Nwolisa now reports.
Addressing newsmen during a press briefing at the permanent site, Professor Uwaja explained that the milestone was fast-tracked by the vision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the coordinating Minister for Health and Social Welfare, Professor Mohamed Ali Pate. He said that achievements at the health institution were in line with the Nigerian Health Sector Renewal Initiative, NHSRI, and stated that a 10-year development plan and strategic partnership of the hospital is targeted at positioning the hospital to be ranked among the top 3 health facilities in the country by 2030, stressing that improvement at the hospital were part of efforts to boost qualitative healthcare delivery to Nigerians.
Of course, in the NIUT project, you're critical stakeholders. What we set out to do in NIUT, we cannot do without the press. And so, like I said at the last meeting, it has to be a regular feature. And so, because you feel the pulse of the people, you are the members of the fourth ring. And so, we need that feedback from you from time to time in a way to fine-tune what we are doing and be sure that whatever we are offering at the hospital meets the needs of the people, okay? And so we're going to be having regular interactions. You give us feedback, you tell us how it is, and then we'll also update you on what you are doing. And so
Chief Medical Director, while highlighting the determination and readiness of the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare in funding and extending health insurance coverages through Basic Healthcare Provision Fund, noted that the initiative was aimed at strengthening the nation's primary health care system and ensuring that communities in remote areas have access to quality health care service delivery. Speaking on the celebration of the first anniversary and commissioning of projects at the permanent site, he added that the event was a celebration of accomplishments as well as reaffirmation of commitment of provision of health care service to the citizenry, disclosing that the ministerial visit was another avenue to present some of their manpower challenges. He lauded Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the infrastructural development and the giant strides in the health sector, appreciating a renowned philanthropist, Sir Emeka Ofo, for his support towards the event. Also thank the traditional rulers and stakeholders for being part of the success story.
To commission those new projects, not only commissioning the new projects, but celebrate our modest achievements since the commissioning. It also gives us the opportunity to re-examine our strategies, but more importantly, to reaffirm our commitment towards achieving our vision.
From NIUT, Odinaka Woli.
To come on the news tonight, federal government issues travel alert to Nigerians over UK violence. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. After the break, the news continues. Stay tuned.
I'm in love. Hey, mommy.
What?
Sonia tomato mix, stand up, Sonia tomato mix, stand up. Easy to open, easy to squeeze, easy to scoop, and easy to stir. Dishes come alive with so much taste. Sonia tomato mix, of course. Sonia tomato mix, yes sir. Sonia tomato mix, stand up,
I'm in love. No, but with you, of course, my darling.
Sonia tomato mix in a new stand-up pouch.
We'll be back and now the rest of the news. The federal government has issued a travel alert to its citizens in the United Kingdom due to the heightened violence and disorder following recent riots. The travel alert was signed by the spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Eche Abu Obe. According to the report, violent protests erupted in towns and cities in Britain after 3 girls were killed and 10 people were injured in a knife attack at children's dance class in Southport in northwest England last Monday. Following the development, the government advised citizens to avoid political processions, protests, rallies, and marches, and should also stay clear of crowded areas and large gatherings and remain vigilant and self-aware at all times. The ministry encouraged citizens to contact the Nigerian High Commission in the UK for relevant information via email hc@nigeriahc.org.uk or phone +442 078 391244. A 21-man committee for Iron Dealers Union, Uga Junction, Atani Road in Ogbaro Council area has been inaugurated. The committee were inaugurated by the chairman of All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA Stakeholders Forum in Ogbaro local government area, Pastor Onochi Obiora. Correspondent Emengini Osadebe filed in this report.
The union, APGA chairman Ogbaro Council area, Pastor Onochi, said the aim of the inauguration was to set up a structure at various markets in the council area that will assist the APGA party in next governorship election in the state. Commending Chief Ejezie for his supportive role in APGA.
If and if I want to keji here, Governor Soludo na emo of mana alolo. So kanamba ne kwado kaibla APGA party ndibo. And as an cab kind our slogan.
The legal advisor of the party, Barrister Hilary Adimali, while administering oath of office to the executives, advised them to carry the good message of APGA government to all frontiers. The caretaker committee chairman, Iron Dealers Union, Chief Ejezie, thanked the stakeholders forum for finding him worthy for the award, saying that APGA party has come to stay in Anambra State, enumerating various developmental strides of Governor Soludo in different parts of the state, making special reference to the first lift given to Okpoko and its environs, pledging the total support of the union to Soludo administration.
Most especially and Afia.
In their separate interviews, the secretary caretaker committee of the union, Mr. Ugochukwu Nnadozie, and a trader at the market, Mr. Chima Okafo, described Ogbaro APGA Stakeholders Forum as a formidable force to reckon with, describing the award given to their chairman as well-deserved, and pledged their support to APGA party come next election, as APGA is now Anambra identity. Others who spoke to the ABS include the Deputy Transition Committee Chairman Ogbaro Council area, Mr. Kenneth Akwobi, and APGA woman leader of the area, Mrs. Chinyere Ndubisi, said their aim was to reach out to the people at the grassroots through the market leaders and the traders in various markets at the council area by sensitizing them on the need to support the government in power, as well as giving them sense of belonging. Now, Ogbaro, this one 21/21, now this election, Chineke mekwara ayoma, the way we speak Anambra State, Bunatara in Ogbaro. In short, I want why ya put. Earlier in a sermon during a prayer rally, which heralded the event, a guest preacher, Evangelist Charles Madu, who titled his message, "That God Has Never Changed," challenged the traders to know that there is an appointed time for God to intervene on their behalf, advising them to remain committed and firm in their faith, as God has not changed and will never change. From Oga Junction, Emengino Sadebe, ABS News.
Remember that you can follow ABS News and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Television Orca, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. A recap of our main stories. Governor Soludo has inaugurated Farm to Feed campaign in Orca. Anambra State government has approved new procedures for mining activities in the state. Federal government has issued travel alerts to Nigerians over UK violence. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Ajuluchukwu Okabwe, saying thank you for watching. Have a blessed night rest.